It's amazing. It's incredible. I'm Dr. Madhurima Reddy from India, coming all the way to attend the Master Practitioner. I attended Practitioner course in the month of May, and now I have come for Master Practitioner. It's most incredible. I want everybody to experience Dr. Richard Bandler. NLPLife is amazing, and it really transforms our lives. Bandler is just incredible personality. The way he transforms, the phobias and everything, every single thing is great transformation. Just being here is a great bless, I feel.
Amazing way of seeing the world. It's a great methodology, and it's all about the practice. But for the practice, you need to have the skills first, and going from the source, it's the best way to get the skills properly. It was really impressive to see Richard in action, how he used lots of his skills subconsciously, and I've seen how people react on it with positive results on the end, and it was really impressive. This is one of the best days. And actually, I saw NLPLife training website, and I was like, wow, this is the guy actually who invents the NLP. And I was really interested about learning from the source.
I'm an executive coach, and so I already practice a little bit with my clients, because I've learned from top coaches on one-on-one, so really going deep. But I wanted to learn from the master himself, the co-founder. Yeah, I love him. He's so funny, and he's got a lot of integrity in what he says. He says what he means. And sometimes there's no filter, but it's part of teaching with a sense of humor. It's really important, and I think everyone loves him. So yeah, and including me. The phobia was great. I ended up getting over my fear of snakes and holding a big snake. So I was really happy with that. Yeah, it's really enlightening and motivating to see that you can do anything if you apply the right techniques and the right tools, which we're learning here at NLP, licensed practitioner. Yeah. I think everyone should do something like this to move them forward in a better light, with more belief, and because I think a lot of people get stuck at some point in life by trauma, by something that happens, and then they start making excuses for themselves. So I'm all about not just saying it, but actually doing things and taking action and embracing choice, taking control, and really unlocking, your power, not over other people, but your own power, and taking it, to the world and making a difference. Yeah.
Well, I've been following Richard for some years now, listening to his audio tapes, reading his books. So this has been a dream for me for some time. So this is the first time I've actually come and did a course and met him in person. So it's been fantastic. I trained as a social worker, so within the social work profession and the medical model, it's very unorthodox. So for some people it's quite difficult to take on board, but I did it when I was a social worker and I got very good results. I'm transitioning from one occupation to another, so I'm hoping to do the Master Prac in May and become an NLP practitioner and start a consultancy. I had a phobia of public speaking. I felt a little apprehensive with regard to public speaking. I had the opportunity of working through this phobia with somebody and got on the stage and was quite confident and able to project my voice and get my message across. So yeah, I really enjoyed the day. Yeah, I've done it on my children, in fact. So as my kids were growing up, I've done it on my 3 sons, and they've both been very successful academically, sportingly. They've represented their country in football and rugby. And the 3 of them have got degrees and going on to do their master's degrees. So yeah, it's been a major part of my family and my life, really.
I'm a coach and I do a lot of training, so I've learned the techniques, but never by Bandler himself. And I was always very curious my modus of learning is find the expert, work with them, because you get unfiltered versions of the truth. So I like it. He's got a very relaxed style. I like the fact that he'll try things, that he's not the sort of person who would go by the book, but at the same time you can almost see his mind working. So I like that flexibility a lot, and I love the fact that he's working together with people who bring different facets. So Kathleen, I loved learning from her as well because she's very methodical. It helped me get my head around a lot of complicated things, and then Richard and John would bring in the flexibility and trying and the humor around it, so it's good. Oh, the phobia one was particularly hard for me because I didn't realize I had a phobia until I saw the snake. So worked my way up to trying to touch it, and then it didn't really work, and I realized there was a lot more that I had to go through. But when we went back in, I still hadn't touched the snake, and then Richard was talking about what people had achieved and how different they felt at having achieved something they never thought I'd do. And I sort of talked to myself the entire session, and over lunchtime I came and I said, touch the snake. So it's really good. I've told a lot of my colleagues and especially parents about it because you grew up in your life with lots of unconscious programming, and having the tools to know what you can do and can't do and just install good positive programs with children and people around you, it's a blessing, and everyone should learn about it and then spread the word.
I studied psychology at university, so I'm full of theory. And I've kind of obviously been aware of the core work of Dr. Bandler, and kind of been elsewhere on another course, but the kind of learnings and the fun and I think the trust, you're just in the hands of the absolute best. And I think when you're dealing with the unconscious, it's kind of an area that really needs the best mechanic of the mind, and I would certainly say that Dr. Bandler, he's certainly standing the test of time very well. How was the phobia day? Inspirational. Seeing a young lady getting into a box when she had a real phobia of claustrophobicness, and you really can see a transformation in her as a human being, that not only did she do it, but from learning that she can do it for just 1 second, it's as if there's been a transformation in her life that can propel her into a variety of other possibilities. So inspirational. It's just him, the style we model from style, we model, we look at what people are wearing and the way they're seeing and what they're doing. He's done all of that years ago, but he's just the master of what he does. So I think he's just trying to impart that knowledge to us, and I feel privileged to have been kind of had that experience and hopefully continued experiences with him for a long and healthy life. Yet we need to leave here as ourselves and incorporate his learning slowly but surely and create our own style with that.
It's unique. That's all I have to say. It's unique. When you're listening to him, it's, of course, it's obvious. My primary language is not English, but it doesn't matter. When he's speaking, you are not translating in your mind. You're only listening to him, and you're getting all the ideas. And even though you think you're not getting all, then at night when you're reading your book and you say, oh my God, I get this. Oh, and this too. So I don't know how he does, because obviously he has more experience, but it's unique. The Phobia Day is one of the best days. I've been here for two times. I did my practitioner here, then I came to make the master practitioner, and the first time I came and I saw the Phobia Day, I couldn't take the spider or the snake, but this time I felt even more capable of doing it. Yeah, so this is my fourth time in courses, in NLP courses with Dr. Bandler, and each time I come, I find something different, something better, and I'm already looking forward for my next course. So it's great. It's simply great. Oh my God, to everybody. Well, I came from Venezuela, 10 hours flying, only to come to see Dr. Bandler. So if I did it, everybody can do it.
Oh my gosh, the phobia day was incredibly inspiring. A girl got into a box and she had a fear of closed spaces, and as someone who has had claustrophobia issues my whole life as well, I can't even believe how inspiring it was to see someone face her fear, and not only face her fear, but willingly do it. It was something I've never really seen or experienced before. So, I mean, this whole weekend was incredible, very inspiring. Dr. Bandler is probably one of the most incredible storytellers I've ever heard. Not only does his style really get his point across, but the way he interacts with the audience, he's in a league of his own, really, to be honest. So, absolutely. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm planning on doing other courses for sure.
Because I'm already a practitioner, I've already been using NLP techniques quite a lot for myself first, and so that I get the feel of how it is. And then yes, I've used it with my clients also. It's been working well. He's one kind. No one else can be like him. He's extraordinary, and he's an experience. You cannot describe in words. He's definitely an experience. And every person I feel has to meet Bandler to know what he is. He's a genius, definitely. Oh, that was actually fun, actually. But then yes, I was told on the day that there will be a phobia day. But then I was thinking that I'm really phobic to something. But then when I saw people around and when I saw that happening on stage, I was I was just waiting for my turn to just go and see what it's all about. It turned out to be very, very exciting and a lot of fun, definitely. I would especially recommend NLP from Bandler. They have to come to the source, get the experience, because you would never, it's nothing like a thing that you can show it to others. It's all about being with him all these days and getting to know more about yourself. That's the whole fun. It's not about knowing about the other person at all. It's about knowing more about yourself.
He speaks to the unconscious mind, and you get programmed. That's why it's neuro-linguistic programmed. You sit there before him, you never know where you will be ending up. He's just into your unconscious mind. That's the best thing. We don't have to exert, we don't have to stress out. It just goes into our mind. He's great. He's one of the best teachers I have in my life. Wow, that was an incredible day. I mean, it was just blowing out something which we had in our inside. It was just blowing it out. And holding the spider in the hand, holding the snake was an experience to go through. It was not actually, holding the snake, but it was holding our fear and just throwing it out. And that was incredible. And I think if we can do that in a matter of 15, 20 minutes, there's nothing which we cannot do. And I'm so glad I was here. Definitely, I mean, there's no doubt about it. It's a tool which helps you to make decisions, better decisions. We all make decisions, but NLP helps you to make a better decision in life.
I did my practitioner like 3 years ago. Thing is that every time that you come, you take so much more because there are so layers of knowledgement. So it's exciting every time that I have the opportunity to come. Oh, it's amazing. It's amazing that you can see how people that have been limited for a long time or maybe a short one, in a matter of seconds, minutes, they change differently. So what they felt before of the same thing that limited them just got disappeared. It's amazing. Every time that you see this, it never stops to wonder you. Genius. Total genius. What he does on stage is just amazing. The way that he talks, the rhythm, and every other thing that people don't really get the first time that you actually see him. You just see the surface. But when you get out on Sunday after you receive your certificate and start to really practice everything that you learned, you see the layers of what he does, and it's an art form, actually. Anybody that wants to be better at everything they want to do, at sports, studying, in business, with your own kids, how to manage your kids, how to treat them, it's absolutely wonderful. If you are interested in NLP, what better place that come to the source? Simple as that.
Definitely will be applying the techniques that I've learned this week. They are transforming for people and myself to use throughout their life from now on, really. It's been very, very inspiring. It's incredible to see people with phobias that they were completely cured in a matter of seconds, minutes. It's quite incredible to see that transformation. I heard of NLP a number of years ago and been thinking about doing it for a while and made the decision to do it, and it's been life-changing experience this week, and I'm really glad and pleased that I've made that decision and have completed the course this week. Dr. Bandler is incredible. He, to me, is I view him as a guru of NLP. He's very inspiring. He grabs everybody's attention from the moment he steps on the stage. Incredible persona and really inspiring man. Yeah. Something that I will be encouraging my family, my sons especially, to come along and learn what I've learned this week. It is a life-changing experience.
Actually, my daughter had been an NLP practitioner for the past 5 years, and unfortunately I lost her in August, and she wanted me to learn NLP, and she wanted me to learn none other than Mr. Bandler, so she paid my fees in July, and that's how I'm here. And I'm grateful to the team here, because the day I landed here, they realized that I'm not in that frame. So they made me work with one of the assistants here and got me in the proper frame of learning new things. And I'm really grateful for that. I had been, of course, grieving for the past 2 months, knowing that it is going to be disturbing me, but still I couldn't help. But after doing that pattern with Miss June, I felt much, much better.
I heard about NLP from my boss 3 years back. He was a voracious reader of Richard Bandler's books, and when I was stuck in my job, I went and told him that I'm finding things boring and I want to do something wherein I can make difference in the lives of people. And that's the time he told me about NLP. I had no clue of what it meant, but then because I trusted him, so I just went ahead, and now I realize I made a very good decision. I made a very good choice, and I'm very happy about it. Phobia Day was amazing, and I thought I was not scared of snakes, but then when I went for the session and I actually saw a live snake in front of me, I realized it was a little scary, but then I actually ended up having snakes in my arms and snakes around the neck. And ever since, I've got this feeling that I am going to live my dreams no matter how scary they may be. There can be nobody like Dr. Bandler. There was never one. At this moment, there is nobody, and in future, there can be nobody like Dr. Bandler. Dr. Bandler is Dr. Bandler. There are so many unique things about him that I have not experienced or seen or heard or felt with anybody, and I am very sure it's not going to be there, at least for next 100 years. I would recommend NLP to anybody who needs any kind of help, and not just NLP, but NLP by Dr. Richard Bandler is what I have always recommended, and I would continue to recommend. Because the sessions with Dr. Bandler, they create some kind of a magic in your life, wherein new possibilities open up. You begin to see hope, you begin to see light, you become happy for no reason, and that is what the sessions by him are all about. So if it is NLP, it has to be NLP by Dr. Bandler. That's it. Buck stops there.